Hello and welcome to the probably two of you that are actually watching this YouTube video right now. So, this is a story time of how my friend almost died in karate. I'm not even joking, he actually almost died. Some people are overreacting that and the friend got an injury or a broken leg, and then some people call that almost dying, but no, this person actually almost died by almost getting crushed by an iron sign. And it was like a huge iron sign. It wasn't like a tiny one. It was a humongous iron sign. And I'm doing this while doing an obby. I just died. Okay. So what happened was I was at karate because I used to do karate all the time. It was my absolute favorite thing. Before I started to like horses in video games. So I would do karate because my mom had karate classes. She didn't have them, but she got me and my cousin, because my cousin moved about 5 minutes of a drive away from my house. So me and my cousin and my sister went there together. And so one day, this was far into it. Our karate teacher, he had a sign, and it had the logo of our karate place on it, and it was a pretty cool sign, I have to say. And so one time our friend was doing karate, and he knocked into the wall, and the sign was pretty unstable, plus the air conditioning was blowing, which was making it move. So the air conditioning was blowing, so he knocked into it, like I said, right? So then the sign starts shaking, and my karate teacher, he's in the bathroom right now real quick because it's in his garage. The classes are in his garage. So we go into the place, and he's in the bathroom, right? So the sign, it falls over, and it hits my friend Toby smack on the head. We start screaming at the top of his lungs, and the sign is so huge that you can't even see his body anymore. It's just so big and wide and tall. So you can't even. This was scary, guys. This was not anything This is not anything like he broke his leg or something. He almost died, period. So the sign, we start screaming at the top of our lungs because that is scary. Of course you're going to be scared if you see your friend being crushed by a giant sign. So then the sign, our sensei, our karate teacher, he comes in, what's all this racket about? And you can tell he's not he's in a bad mood, and he's not he doesn't want us wasting his time yelling for probably tag or something. And then we start all trying to explain to him at once, and then he comes and helps us lift. He's like, oh my gosh, Toby, are you okay? So then he comes and lifts up the sign, and it turns out it's iron. We thought it was wood, but it was iron. And I'm just like, how do you not know if it's iron or not? And it turns out because he paid the people to put it up for him. So no wonder. So then this friend Toby, once we move the sign off of him, he literally was. It looked like he was not breathing at all. It just looked like a dead body laying there. But I said he almost died, not he did die. So we call 911 because we can't get him to wake up after several minutes of trying to wake him up. We do all this stuff, and then so when the ambulance gets here, they check him out and they take him straight to the hospital. As soon as they got here, they just inspected him for 10 seconds, and then they took him straight into the hospital. And we were all confused. And so apparently our karate teacher texted texts us and says that the sign made a lot of damage in the floor, so much that we can't do the karate for a couple of weeks until it gets repaired. So when we're finally back again, it's been like about 3 weeks now since then. And so so it's been 3 weeks, like I said, and sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so 3 weeks later, we go back, and our friend is still not there, so we just do the lesson as normal. There's still like a little dent. I believe there still is that dent to this day. But I quit about a few years ago because that, like about a year after it happened. Wait, what am I saying a few months ago? Wait, what? No, that was when I was a child. What? Okay, so, I quit because I was just too scared. Like a month after, like 6 months after, I was scared, so I quit. So, while I was still in, about a month after that, our friend finally came home from the hospital. Our teacher said that he would be coming home from the hospital and on the next class. So she had 2 classes a week. It was either a Tuesday or Thursday. So I think it was probably a Tuesday, but I don't know. So if it was a Tuesday, he would have come back on Thursday. So on Thursday, on Tuesday we get the news that he had a concussion and he barely remembered anybody, and he did have a broken bone. It wasn't like too big. It was just like a small, like, and he did have some problems with his lungs because it hit him so hard. And he does have stomach problems too because of that, because apparently an iron part of it hit his stomach so hard, and so he was like super sick, and they said he was about to die. If we wouldn't have gotten to the hospital so fast, that he had a 75% chance of dying from that. So that's why I call myself a hero. Because if we didn't do anything about it, like, he would have died, probably. Because like that's like a super high chance of dying. So yeah, and we acted fast and we saved him from dying. So then everything goes back to normal. He kind of doesn't remember us, but like we like tell him a little bit more about it. He remembers us like a small bit. Like he says, like to this day, he says he like still has a few memories of before, but they're like very like vague and it's not a lot of detail, and like it's like not hard to, and it's like super hard to explain. But he does have like some simple memories, but so we had to like teach him to remember us again, kind of, because he totally forgot about us. So yeah, that's the story time. He's fine now, and I think a few years ago, I do have his phone number. A few years ago, he was diagnosed with asthma. I don't know if that probably doesn't have anything to do with the iron board. Yeah, it probably doesn't. It's like a 20% chance it does have something to do with the iron side. And oh, also I forgot to say that our teacher did sue the company for not telling him that it was iron, because on the website it said it was wood, but it was actually iron. And there's no iron option, but they still put iron anyway. So they got sued. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Make sure to like and sub.